everyone about the crossing from sorry, not from Portsmouth. We're going to Portsmouth from Le Havre in France. So we're just going to be doing a channel crossing. It's tonight at 9:15, so I'll just be showing everyone the procedure into the port, and once you've done the section into the port, I'll show you the offices, the lanes, and obviously boarding the boat and exiting the boat in Portsmouth side. If you've watched any of my other videos, you would have seen my Dover crossings and my Caen crossings, or my Portsmouth to Caen. But yeah, for now we will be doing the Le Havre to Portsmouth crossing. So currently we've just come down the A29. As we're going down the A29, we're going over one of the 3 bridges that we'll be going over on this journey into the port. We are currently about 21 minutes away, but my sat nav's not doing traffic at the moment, so it might be a little bit longer. So what my plan is to do now is just jump on to explain the process to you guys if you've never done this trip before, and then once I've explained it, I'll basically jump between sections, so it's not going to be a 20-minute constant video of me talking about how to get to the port when you know how to get there, because you would be following your sat nav. But there is a lot of roadworks currently down here in this part of France, so it's good to know exactly what route to take and what route not to take. But yeah, currently we are on the A29 and we are on the Port de Normandy road, which is basically the road that runs from the A13 that comes up from Caen or Rouen, and you can cut down to Le Havre this way. So basically you want to come over the toll bridge, which is what we're doing now, and then you've got 2 more bridges after this. So you've got the toll booths, and then you've got up and over another bridge, and then you'll drop down again, which is where the traffic was quite bad last time I've come down here in previous videos. But as you drop down, you'll get to another blue bridge. When we get to that blue bridge, what I'll do is I'll jump back on and I'll just tell you guys which road you want to be taking and how you want to be working it, in terms of when you get into the town of Le Havre, there is a diversion in place. So it's one of those, it's whether you take the diversion or don't take the diversion. I've done both. I've took the diversion and not took it, but now I don't take it because there's not actually anything going on. The roads are absolutely fine. So basically, yeah, we will come back then and we will see how we get on. And we are back. As you would have just seen, that sign there said car ferries, so we're still following the sign for the car ferries. We've just gone over that second bridge that had roadworks on, which was nice and tight. I think the sign was saying it's 3 meters, so that was all fun. All these cars are going to try and join because that's what people tend to do, because they don't seem to merge and turn. But we've let everyone else in, so this guy can deal with the gap, but we're not going to leave him. He's going to try and cut in anyway, isn't he? No, maybe not. He braked sharply because he has obviously noticed. Anyway, so we are on the blue bridge I was talking about. So last time I was here, the other bridge was up, and now they were doing work on this side, so they've obviously changed it now. So we'll have to see how that goes. All you can smell around here is just fresh tarmac, because they're obviously doing loads of roadworks, which is good to see. Obviously before the summer and all that, and before the busy spells, they're obviously doing all of the work and that. So we want to take not this exit for the E5, we want the E5 131, but the other one, which is next. So you're looking out for pointers. So if you're not following a sat nav, for a thing to look at is this spear thing each side of the road, and you're still following signs for the Havre car ferry. It's pretty simple, like I've said. There's nothing really difficult about it. You can't really go wrong. Like, you just basically follow the signs for car ferry. and you all go through the same. The cars and the lorries all go through the same booths, so that bit's pretty simple as well. But we've obviously got to drive through the town first. If you were concerned about immigrants or anything down here, I haven't seen any as of yet, and I've not heard of any problems down here. So going off from what I've seen or not seen and not heard, you should be fine. But obviously still make sure that you're doing your check sheets, because the fines are just out of this world. You don't want to have 11 grand a head, and then plus that's your boss getting fined and you getting fined. It's just not worth the hassle. So it's just advised to basically just check. Obviously I've checked before and I haven't stopped, so that's fine. We checked when we stopped earlier on as we were coming into the port, and then that's it. But yeah, so now we're joining the E5, the A131, and we're basically going to follow that for, I think it's about 5 kilometers. But what I'll do is I'll stick the time lapse on and I'll jump back at the next stage. Just want to make sure you keep left for Le Havre, 4.3 meters lane, and keep left, and this is for another 7.1 kilometers. So guys, just on the right hand side you would have seen a sign there, and it says car ferries and it says diversion, and it's left here. So the first time I ever came and did this, I went left and I did that diversion. It's possible and you can do it. It's narrow roads, it's cobbles, and you go up between shops and stuff like that. It really feels like you shouldn't be there. However, it's doable, obviously, because it's the diversion. But when you do it, just be wary that you are going up past shops and stuff, so you just need to be a bit careful on that front. Second time I ever came here, I ignored the sign and I went straight. So today we're going to find out whether I've taught you the wrong thing, or we've taught you the right thing, because there's actually a green sign over there that says car ferries that's pointing, looks like slightly to the left, but I think that's for left forwards, because that's not how yeah, so you can basically go both ways. So we're about to find out, because obviously they are doing roadworks up here, so this will be an experiment for me, and obviously a life lesson for you guys listening to me if I get it wrong. But if I do get it wrong, then I will potentially spin around and come and show you the correct way, because I've got time. But I don't think it's wrong. I think it's going to be fine. But like I say, Le Havre is like I really like this place. It's very green, lots of like trees, lots of like old buildings that look like factories that have like been turned into stuff. So, which is pretty cool. But if you're following the sat-nav to the port, the sat-nav will still be taking you this way. Whether you've got Google Maps on or whether you've got a lorry sat-nav, it doesn't, neither of the other sat-navs like that diversion route. So we'll find out shortly, like I say, whether it was the right choice or whether we're not. We're literally only 4 minutes and 30 seconds away, so I'll probably just stay on the line with you guys now. We're definitely not on the phone, so I don't know why I said line. But we're gonna move over ever so slightly now, because this lane goes pretty tight, so we're just gonna take both lanes up, because the last thing we want is some French car to come up the inside. This is the roadworks that they've been doing roadworks on for ages, supposedly, and this is obviously where it's supposedly got to divert around. If you look on the left hand side, you can see a river slightly, and that is where you come up with the diversion. You basically come up on the left side of the river, past all the docks and the shops and all that sort of stuff. I don't know where this bus is going, so I'm going to wait for him to go. Just in case he's turning. No, he's not turning, so he's fine. But yeah, so you basically want the river on your left hand side. We'll stop in there. But yeah, you want the river on your left hand side if you're going the normal route in, following the sat navs. And obviously if you're doing the diversion, you want to end up on the path with loads of, on the road with loads of speed bumps, going past the shops on your left and the river on your right. It's still a sign up there, said car ferries. So I think it'll be absolutely fine. You can actually see the cruise, there's a cruise ship over there that's in. I don't think that's a ferry because that's massive compared to a ferry. I always choose this middle lane because in a minute you've got to do a left which will go over both lanes. So what I'll do is I'll get in position where I'm taking up the third and middle lane to go left, because it goes on to like a cobbly road just after this big wheel. There's a building here with like a ship wheel at the top. It's like a Delmas it's called. So what I'll do now is I'll move over into position and then the road changes into this cobble road. Just try and hold, if you're in a lorry, just try and hold the position of both lanes, because like I say, you've got to turn left in just a second and you won't be doing that if you've stopped in the left lane with those parked cars and stuff. So we're doing a left here, we've got a green light, and we want to make sure we go onto that side of the road. Well, make sure you don't run over pedestrians, because obviously we're in Europe, and with Europe they can cross when you're turning left, they're allowed to cross. So but yeah, we just come up to a red light here on the right, and then literally right over the roundabout is the port. So you can go this way, and I would recommend this way. It's the easiest way. Saves going through the town and all that sort of stuff. It's nice for a little journey and like a little adventure if you want to do that. But yeah, just take it easy if you're going to go that way. But for now, we're just going to sit here. And what I am going to do is I'm going to put the time lapse on for the next section, and then I'm going to talk over it afterwards, because I'll have to jump in and out the lorry and stuff like that. So it'll be easier for me if I put a time lapse on, and then you guys will be able to just see it afterwards. So we'll put it on now and we will jump on afterwards. So this first booth on the right, you've got to pull forwards and then you've got to stop here. At this point, you've got to get out and go to the back. They'll cut your seal off and you've got to get a new seal. What they'll do is you give them your seal, they'll write down on a bit of paper to say that they've changed it, and then you'll then get the door, the whole lorry checked by the man. He'll climb up a ladder and check it, and then they'll reseal it. Then you pull forward. This took ages because Mateboy was dealing with something. You saw him a minute ago walk out. You'll pull forward, you'll wait here. This is French customs, no, French passport, sorry. They'll stamp your passport, but like I say, it generally took ages. Normally it's like straight through, but yeah, I don't know where Mateboy went, and now he's come back. You can just see him then, and then some other people walking around, which we'll see in just a second. And then yeah, we basically didn't know, and then we were told to go in lane 10, so I went in lane 10. And then we were basically off to the office. So guys, we are here. We are in the lane. I'd say that's pretty good stopping. We are the only ones here. So it shows how early we are for the boat. I have no idea if we're going to be able to actually check on the boat or not, because obviously we're so early. So we're going to go wander over and ask the question. So if you want to, obviously you're watching this to know how to do it. They tell you what lane to go in, and then you head over to where it says Brittany Ferry Freight. So you want to head through this door here, and as you go through this door in front of you, I can't film it now unfortunately, because you're not even meant to film out here because there's signs everywhere saying do not film. But just inside the door, right in front of you, there's like 3 desks. Go over to the desks and speak to the French ladies in there, and they will sort you out. You need your CMR, obviously you need your passport, and any information on the goods that you've got. There's also showers, toilets, everything in here if you need to use it. So yeah, I shall see you in a second. Guys, we are in. We have our ticket. Unfortunately, we are on the little boat, so the one with nothing really exciting going on. I've got to move lanes. She wants me to move into lane 8. But yeah, that is the process of booking on. She just said that we can basically go out as well. You just got to go back to the security hut, walk back down there, and you've got to be back by about 6 o'clock. So guys, that is us in the port. We've got our ticket. We've got our boarding room ticket as well. So you get that little one, and then you obviously get your big one. You need this one. They scan the barcode on it when you check onto the boat, and then I always carry it on the boat with me, and then you need it when you get off the boat as well, because they scan it as you come off at Portsmouth. This one here you need to use for when you access your cabin, which on this boat is shared bathroom but your own cabin on your own, so it's decent enough. It's basically just like an interlocking door with a red button that you press. Make sure if you press the red button to do it when you're in the bathroom, and don't have the door open and then go into the other room, because it will lock and neither of you will be able to get into the bathroom. If you do that, then just head upstairs and ask them the information, and they've had it hundreds of times. I've done it several times as well. So yeah, don't do that. But yeah, so we're going to go for a wander. I say we, I say I. I'm going to go for a wander. She said if I take my passport, then I'll be able to get back in. But what I am going to do is take my ticket as well, just in case. And because it's that sort of time of day where they could change shifts, and then the last thing I want to do is get stuck out there and my lorry being here. So yeah, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to leave you guys here. I hope that's helped. What I'll do is I'll show you guys onto the boat later on, and then I'll show you around the boat, and then off at Portsmouth, and that will be the basics of this travelling from Le Havre to Portsmouth sort of video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and it's been helpful. But yeah, we will continue a bit later on. I shall speak to you guys in a bit. So guys, earlier on I know I said I was going to leave it till I was on the boat. This is the road here that you use as a diversion. Basically it goes up this side of the shops, all the way up past the shops, all the way up to the ferry port. Whereas we were on this road here. It basically runs both sides of this river. And just for future notice, if you walk to the security hut, you can get out. And they'll let you go for a jolly, so that's what I'm doing. So guys, we are loading onto the boat, and I didn't put it on ferry mode. So I'll quickly edit it now. Right, so that's that sorted, because I need... Why do I need my hazard lights on, dear? So the hazard lights are on and we are loading onto the boat. Not sure whether we have to reverse on or drive on, because every time I've ever loaded this boat we normally drive on, normally reverse on, sorry. I'm guessing we're just driving on because there's no people here and the cones are out. But yeah, that's that. We are driving on. Where are we? Down here. They haven't said anything. Normally there's like 20 people down here. So this is oh, there they are down there. All hiding on the boat today. Got all the cleaners, people leaving. Got the toll box being angry and shouting. But yeah, so basically we're just going to jump on the boat here, and then I'll give you guys a little tour of the boat once we're on there, and then I'll show you guys once we come off. So should be good. Hopefully they don't think that... I thought you put your hazard lights on for when you needed a plug-in, but I don't need a plug-in, so I don't really know, to be honest. We'll find out in a second. I hate these big yellow bits, so the anchor points on the floor, because they're so bouncy. Obviously there's a couple missing there, so we'll just move over here. I'm moving over, chap. I can see your thing, but I've got a mirror. Do you not know that? I don't need a plug. And that is that. I'm just to put this mirror in as well, because he's ramming us in, so that means I'm going to get out as quick as possible because I do not want to get stuck. So I'll see you guys on the boat. Oh, we just walked past our cabin, 8105, this is the one. And we're straight in. So guys, this is what a cabin looks like. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, this is what a cabin looks like on a boat, on this boat should I say. And this here is a door to the shared bathroom. So that red button there, if you press that, it locks both of the doors when you're inside. But make sure this door, and you're not out here and you've pressed it, because this door will lock. When you're in the room, you just literally put that across, and then no one will be able to get in from that way. So now we're in, I'm going to put my bag down and I am going to go for a pint. So I just thought I'd get some announcements in before the woman gets some announcements in. We are here still, we haven't left anywhere. I've just put my bag in the room. This is this cool thing that I saw earlier on, which is all made out of containers. Which is in my other videos if you're interested, and obviously this video is just a video to show you guys how to do the crossing, what the boat's like. So they've not put any boats outside, and they're the boats obviously, sorry, no, they haven't put any lorries outside, but it's very wet out here, so I'm guessing this will probably all be locked off later on. But yeah, so for anyone that hasn't been on this boat before, this is the boat itself. Literally, it's one of the smallest boats. It's an old freighter boat. So if you need to know what your customs status is, it will say on here, and it will say in each colour what it is with your reg. So check that out for sure. You've got the bar, and then you've got the duty free is in there as well. Any information you need to know is there as well. And then up here is the self-service kitchen, which is the only option on this boat. And then once you've done that, you can eat. I don't eat because normally it's quite late, but today it's quite early. And then yeah, this is the one. So I shall catch you guys when we get to Portsmouth. So guys, we are just coming into Portsmouth, and as you can see, Portsmouth is a good one if you want to go out on top of the deck and look at all the Navy ships that are based in Plymouth, Portsmouth, sorry. Got some cool boats and ships. It's nice and choppy last night. A lot of people were throwing up and stuff. Luckily I was alright. Good morning guys. You would have seen us just coming back into Portsmouth when we saw the Navy boats. And now we are just heading off of our boat, or ship, as some people might get offended when you call it a boat. But yeah, we're just about to head off. Mate, we'll just watch mate will pour loads of fuel or something all over himself. But yeah, basically when you come off here, you'll come off. Oh wow! If you guys can see that, I'll try and get that on my other thing, on my other camera. There's a big ship. Oh, I'm not going to get it. There's a big ship on the right with all the wind turbine blades. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that. Basically, come off the boat here, smile at the grumpy people, and then head down around here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can't really go wrong. This guy here will point pointlessly at a lane, and then you'll just go in whatever lane you want. And then the next lot of people will then tell you where to go after that. So basically it's 3 lanes. I think it's 6 lanes into 4 lanes basically. Hey boy fucking yeah. He smiled and then the other lad drove around anyway. So I don't know which lane we'll go in. We'll probably just stay here. Yeah, so with this, you got to go 4 lanes into 4 lanes into 2 lanes at the booth. So it's an absolute nightmare. It takes ages, and I definitely won't bore you guys with it. So what I'll do is we'll basically just, if it flows quickly, I'll stay on the camera. If it doesn't, then we'll jump back in a second. Why is this guy not going? Everyone else is going. No, it's just can't. They don't. No one controls anyone. Stop it. You just point it and then they all get involved. It's just, well, it's carnage. Anyway, so people are trying to get in the lanes to load the boat, while we're obviously trying to get on the lanes to get out. Is he gonna let me go first, or is he gonna start at the other end here? They've got so many gaps over there. I don't know why they didn't just fill those lanes. Oh, there's a T4 camper coming out, all blacked out, with bonnet bra and everything, deep visor on the roof. Look at that! What a beast! And then you got a Tesla. You know how lanes work, mate. You held the number 1 up. Yeah, so it's 1 into 6 lanes. Sorry, my bad. You go into 6 lanes, and then yeah, and then take it in turns onto here. Actually, we're going to be quite quick because no one seems to be actually moving up. So we should be alright in a second. So we have to wait here now. So this guy just went, so we've got to wait for 3 lanes to go. So matey boy next to us will go, and then the guy over, and then it'll come back to me, and then it's the same for over there. There's our mate who works for us as well on the right hand side. He's just doing his passport now. I'm not sure, we'll find out in a second whether they're doing the x-rays or not. That's normally to the left, so it's going to take a second here, so I'll jump off and I'll jump back on. So guys, we've just cleared customs. Should I say customs? We've just cleared passport. Is this guy going to let me out or not? They're not very supportive. Yeah, so basically the Brittany ferries hadn't cleared the customs for the whole boat, so no one could go anywhere. There was a glitch in the system. So normally it's cleared before we come off the boat. However, no one was cleared at all, so therefore no one could get off. Obviously it wasn't so dramatic. We just had to wait a little bit. Is this guy going to let me out or not? Thank him. Hand out the window. Yeah, so we are basically on the go. So that's all you need to know for the trip. You basically come off your boat, you've got passport where you wait in those lanes, you're just giving your passport, giving your ticket. Make sure you get your 2 border force stamps on your ticket, and then if you don't have your stamps, they won't let you out of this gate here. So when you get to this gate here, get your stamps out, get just your ticket and show him your ticket, and then he'll let you go, and then we should be laughing and we should be free. I don't like how this bloke's actually got out of the lorry and walking around. Interesting. I don't know what's going on here now, but it's absolutely carnage in here now, because obviously you've got a whole boatload backed up with no one cleared of customs. But we're going to hit the road, and then we're going to basically see how we get on with our rest of our journey. But if you like this video and it was helpful, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want any other ports or any other bits and bobs explaining, then definitely drop me a comment on this video or any other videos I've got. But yeah, apart from that, this pretty much sums up the Le Havre to Portsmouth ferry crossing. So we've just crossed the channel, and now we're just literally coming to the exit booth. Once we've handed in our ticket, we'll be on the go. Apart from this lady's going to get run over. Right, you've got to hand in the ticket to the bloke. Or woman, sorry. Morning, mate.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just like that, we are free. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you guys soon. See you in the next one.